Hi, and welcome back to Midnight Mayhem.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Happy
Happy
holidays! Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of the above. Whatever you celebrate, we're glad you're here joining us on these festive days. So today we're going to be talking about a movie called Better Watch Out, which was released in 2016. It is what would you call this? A home invasion horror movie?
Yeah. It's a home invasion that subverts expectations. This was actually my recommendation, so I hope everybody who decided to watch it liked it. If not, you got bad taste.
Yeah, to each their own. But you are on our naughty list.
Nice.
So who wants to start us off with the quick synopsis of the movie?
I think you nailed it.
Actually, first things first. Spoilers ahead. I mean, it is a home invasion horror movie at its core. If it sounds interesting, go ahead and give that a watch. If you don't care about spoilers, we will be spoiling it from here on out.
It's hard to not spoil it past that. So honestly, I prefer to do this as a blind watch. I've mentioned this in the past, but if you haven't seen that old episode, basically this is one of those movies I put on in the background in the middle of July, and I was just doing laundry.
Perfect time for Christmas.
Just doing my thing, and then I was like, oh look, we got Joe from Family Guy. Got the Kronk Emperor.
Yeah.
we got the sister from The Visit.
Yeah.
We got the brother from The Visit.
And
we
we
got
have
the other brother.
the main female protagonist of Candyman, whose name escapes me right now.
Really?
Yeah, that was the mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we have the brother from Stranger Things, Billy.
Yeah, so I was just like, what is this? All right, whatever. I had it on Shudder.
It's a lot of
please.
secondary characters
Please.
from other shows into one.
No, I put it on in the background doing laundry. As the movie progressed, I was like, all right, generic home
Just a
invasion.
horror movie, yeah.
And then it progressed, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And then it kept going. And I was like, okay, I really like this. I'm glad.
I want to say the best way to describe this movie is Home Alone meets American Psycho.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll talk more about it in a bit.
Real quick,
but
when you say blind watch, do you mean like watch the movie without paying attention, like what Leo was doing?
No.
Okay,
Or not
different blind
what I did.
watch. Different blind watch.
I made these guys watch it right before this because I want a genuine reaction immediately after.
And
So-
like my reaction, you know when you're trying to show like a friend something cool, and like you're just constantly looking over like and he's not reacting. Yeah, that was Raymond with me.
Yeah.
He said, "Did you see that? You see that?" I was like, "Yeah."
I was like, oh, that was a funny scene, and he's just like, what?
I was like, "What?"
Oh,
Yeah.
did you see? They mentioned Princess Bubblegum, Adventure Time reference.
Yeah.
You laughed. Come on, I looked at you laugh at that.
It was like, yeah, I know, because it was like
super out of nowhere. Yeah.
yeah, it was super out of nowhere, but it was it was one of the few moments in the movie where it was funny.
All right. So, hopefully you go check it out for yourself. But we're gonna what? Do you want to do ratings right off the bat, or do you want to just do about favorite parts? What do you want to do?
Let's do what we like about the movie, okay? And then quickly let's just
So
jump to
check
what
it
we
out,
don't like.
please. I think you'll love it. If you don't love it, you understand my taste. All right, go for it.
Well, let's have Leo do the honors.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Sure.
start us off.
What I liked about the movie, the actors, they're pretty B-listed actors, if I may say. It's
You think their performances be listed, or you think they're just their
Or you think
fame?
they're not getting recognition?
no, they're B-listed. I mean, the only good actor that I've seen in this movie was
What,
the
smack this
actor
man?
that plays Billy.
Who plays Billy?
Yeah, from Stranger Things. Like, he's a great actor, but everybody else, like, it's just,
I think you're
I couldn't-
crazy, dude.
Dude, no. I mean, like, I couldn't focus. I couldn't concentrate with, like, the kid from The Visit. I couldn't picture him anything else but, like, rapping terribly. So,
So that's your fault.
Yeah.
all right, fine. Fair enough.
You're like, I'm gonna typecast this
You know,
kid in my
I'm
mind,
already
and I'm not
talking
gonna
bad
take him
about the
serious.
movie. Anyway, no.
Yeah. What
Um,
did you not like about it?
Because the lead was fantastic from beginning to end.
The lead was decent.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, so what I did like about
I
this
don't
movie.
disagree.
I
I enjoyed her performance, but I
Dude,
wouldn't say I didn't like.
It wasn't Toni Collette, but it was.
That's what I'm
It was
saying.
still good. It was still
that's my
really
standard.
good.
Yeah, but Toni Collette is like that's like the Oscar performance. But there's an Oscar performance, there's a good performance, and then there's
I wouldn't go that
it's her
far.
performance.
That's how
yeah.
he's
That's
making
how
it
he's
sound.
yeah.
So no, because there was that whole scene where she has her mouth covered and she's just acting with her eyes. That was great.
Sure, I'll give
You
you
could
that.
give her all the expressions. Like I thought everyone nailed it in this movie. Maybe the only one that didn't was Richie, right? Ricky, her boyfriend. The boyfriend that was kind of silly. He was so, but it was like that's kind of his character. To
Yeah.
be so.
Anyway, what we did like, I like the humor.
You mean what you didn't like?
what we did like.
Well, he
you
did
did
like.
like,
He's still
okay.
trying to list what he likes.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't seem like
he's
it.
trying to get on it. He's trying to get on it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, man. I'll get to it.
All right, go.
So
go,
we did like
go.
the script. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. That
Very unique. I love-
it's unique, sure. Yeah, that twist where the home invasion. Yeah, sure. The home invasions. Turns out that it was just all a prank, and well, it started as a prank, but then it kind of like became a little too real, and the kid was the one that was
Orchestrating the whole thing.
orchestrating the whole thing, and deep down he's just a psychopath who's very creepy. I don't know, man. Like it's like he started doing all these weird things where I'm like, this is sexual assault, man. But like straight
I
up,
like
you know,
I
Like,
like that
so
they
who
didn't
cares
go
if
too far
he's-
with it.
they went a little too far with it.
They went far, but it wasn't like
It could have
Oh,
gone way
no,
worse.
sure, it didn't go that
when
far.
she woke up. It's like she could have been naked. She
No,
could have
I
been tied
know,
up in the
but what
basement.
I'm saying is like, yeah,
It was
sure, I've
tasteful.
seen
It was
worse. I've seen worse, but the whole point that it's supposed to be a 12-year-old and an 18-year-old, that's what makes it creepy and uncomfortable to watch. Yeah, you get me now, huh?
No, I get it. But
yeah.
I'm saying they could have gone so much further.
Oh, yeah, sure. They
And I'm
could
glad
had-
they
he-
didn't. I respect them for that.
they could have gone like, don't breathe.
It was unnecessary to go any further than that. That's
Yeah.
what the story as it was told. It was meant. It's like takes you on a journey. You start off with like this classic like horror movie reference. They had a horror movie on the TV. There's all these references to other horror movies. I'm not sure
There's
if you
like
caught
all
them.
these, yeah. I noticed the shots. They're like inspired by these other horror movies. The music cues also. They have music cues that were
They-
inspired from The Shining as well.
They
That one
show
was cool.
yeah, the music. They made like horror versions of the music as things escalated. That was
I
fun.
gotta give it that. It has a good. It has a
Yeah,
good
the camera
score.
work was cool. Did you like all the camera movements where they have her like flipping on the chair?
That,
all
so
kinds of
the
cool-
flipping that happened like 4 times. The first time I'm like, okay, I try to see what they try to do there, but it was like unnecessary. It almost seems like, oh, this would be a cool shot for this scene. When she falls over and when she gets back up, then yeah, I can see that, right?
Mhm.
But there was a scene where like they did it first. I forgot what it was, but it was like unnecessary. Oh, it was when she got down with the kid when they saw the shadow, the silhouette in the window, and she's like, get down, and then they get down, the whole camera goes with them like this, and I was like, that was unnecessary. They could just like show them get down, you know? Like it seems like they were just trying to be like artsy fartsy for no
I thought
reason.
it was for immersion. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
I like
Like you're
the
going down with them.
That's fine. I like the immersion with the chair scene because like it makes you feel like you're tied down with the chair. As she's falling down, the camera's falling down with her as if it's tied down to the chair.
Yeah.
See
So
that?
why do you like that scene but not the other scene?
The
if
other
it's,
scene-
if it's the same effect.
No. The other scene is just like she's like get down, and it's like she goes down, but like the camera goes down like that. So it's like it almost seems like it's like okay, they could have just shown him like that. But when she's tied down to the chair, you're like okay, she's tied down. The camera's tied down with her. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean, but,
But
at the same time, like
it's
I
the
don't see
same
it. I don't
thing.
see it as a negative.
It's not really a negative. It's just this ick. Anyway,
All right.
All right, do you want to go?
I just don't think he enjoys horror movies. If I'm being honest.
Oh my
If I'm
God,
being real honest, he
sure,
didn't do
sure.
too well on that pop quiz video
Oh.
either.
Especially the next.
So
one,
I liked some of the characters. Like obviously, like the main character Luke, he was like supposed to be like so really obnoxious. Like he's always had everything go his way. So like when the
He's
smallest
never-
thing
Yeah.
when the smallest thing goes wrong and he freaks out, you hear his voice cracking, and it's like, and he's like genuinely upset because it's like he's basically throwing a temper tantrum.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Great
but
character acting
Sure.
on behalf of the character who
I think
played
his
Luke.
I think his voice actually was cracking through most of it.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
what's even funnier.
but that also leads to some things that I didn't like. So
All right, yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
get-
go ahead.
no,
Good.
go
No,
ahead.
no,
How
go
much
for it.
time do we have? Since you seem to have so many problems in this movie.
No, yeah, go for it. I'll say something positive after. Go.
Yeah, we're gonna do something called a compliment sandwich.
Cool.
Okay,
So,
so we're gonna say something nice, and
as-
then you're gonna say something mean.
Lead. I want
and
you to
then we're gonna-
talk.
Oh,
'cause
I'll
I
do
don't
it,
want.
I'll
I
do
don't
it.
want not.
So
you not to
for
talk.
him being for this 12-year-old kid,
Yeah.
who's 13 in a week,
Yes.
for him being the great villain that he is, he killed how many people? 4 people. He got away with like 4 murders.
He got away with
Three and a half.
three murders and a hamster.
Sure,
so.
3.5.
4.5.
So,
then. I guess if you got
one
the hamster.
teenager, well, one legal adult, and like 4 other grown-ass adults. They were like in their late 20s. Come on, give me a break. Like, there's no way that kid was 18. He was like 25. Okay,
Talking about Billy.
both Billy and fucking
Ricky.
Ricky.
Billy
yeah.
is the character of the ex-boyfriend. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. I think it would start with a J.
Jilly.
Jilly.
I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to.
Anyways, and then yeah, he has those temper tantrums where you're like, oh, haha, he's a kid, he's just like this little wimp, But it's like these characters are so stupid. Like I was telling Raymond, I was like, he's just a 12-year-old kid. Just like slap him in the face and he'll start crying, But they get distracted, like, oh, wait, what's going on? They get hit in the back of the head with the bat, or like they're like, oh, wait, what's that? And then like they let the kid get enough time to get a gun. It's like, come on, man.
His name was Jeremy.
Jeremy.
No, because he was giving me hassle. Not so much hassle. He was complaining. He's like, oh, they're kids. You can easily overpower a kid. I was like, yeah, well, the first guy, Ricky, he got hit in the back of the head with a bat.
Because he got distracted by the kid.
And he did overpower.
No,
he was
already looking. He was looking for Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
and the kid sneaks up behind him, and he hits him in the head with the bat.
And then
the kid's
yeah,
like,
and
yeah,
then he
I
gets
knocked
up
him
to
out.
like,
yeah, I
beat
know,
his
and
ass.
yeah, I know, but he like pushes him against the wall. He's like,
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
and then
he's
he's on the floor. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And then while the other kid comes up with like a shotgun,
Yeah, what are you
like,
gonna do then?
just
You're
kick
like,
the kid
oh,
right
the
here,
kid's-
man.
The kid's 13. It doesn't matter. He has a gun,
Oh my god.
right?
Well, okay, fine. Point being, once they're tied down to the chair,
Okay.
right? I was saying, Raymond, like, there's a lot of moments where like they're really close to them. Like, when you're tied down to the chair, I have a feeling you could just headbutt him
And
or
then what?
something.
And then what?
He
You
has,
headbutt the 13-year-old, temper tantrum 13-year-old with a gun, and you're still tied to a chair when you hit him. What do you do now?
Another complaint. Now that
No,
we're
hold
into
on. I want to hear
complaints.
your answer. You headbutt a 13-year-old in the head who has a gun, and you're tied to a chair. What do you do next?
Well, first of all, the gun wasn't
You
loaded.
get shot.
The gun was loaded.
The gun wasn't loaded. Well, the shotgun was, but
The shotgun was
handgun,
definitely
the
loaded.
handgun
The
wasn't
handgun was
loaded.
not loaded
The handgun was not loaded.
The handgun wasn't loaded
the whole time.
the whole
No,
time.
there was
Okay.
it was a nice twist in the movie.
I probably missed it when I went to go eat a taco.
Kid, a taco?
Tacos?
I told you I had 7 tacos while you guys were watching. I was,
What
I was
the hell?
starving, guys.
I'm
What the
hungry.
hell?
I mean, it's just like fucking.
You didn't even offer us.
I
sweet
did
pudding.
offer
We
it.
came over here. We haven't ate anything.
You brought Taco Bell.
No
you're fine.
Christmas
we did,
roast,
we
no
did, yeah, we did.
nothing.
Anyway, so another complaint. Now that I know, actually, go with the go. We gotta balance it out. Say something good about the
I
movie.
like,
hold
this,
on,
I
hold
like
on.
this whole damn move.
Hold on. What do you do after you headbutt him?
You kick him. I don't know, bro.
Your
it's
legs
like-
are tied. Your arms are tied. You headbutt a kid.
You're
You're
duct taped
making
to
him
a chair.
mad.
It's a chair, man. It's a
Oh.
wooden chair.
Okay.
I feel like I could break from a wooden chair. I don't know about you. I can break from.
When's
a
the
wooden
last time
chair.
you went to the gym?
We can. Oh, we should try that out. We should get like
He
duct
thought
tape.
you could rip out a duct tape super easily.
I
Like, no,
think
you
can.
can't.
I think you can, especially if it's duct tape by a little kid.
It was duct
yeah,
taped to their skin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I can definitely do that. We should try a challenge.
You have
where,
duct
like,
I
tape?
No, I don't have duct tape.
Okay, we
Next
can film a
episode-
quick
yeah,
video
next
after this
episode,
where
let's
we
see,
where we duct tape your arms together, and we'll see how far you can get.
Just leave you in a park. We'll watch you from a distance.
Yeah.
We're like, go.
If you get out, we'll give you a cookie.
Another thing that bugged me, and I think it bugged you guys too, maybe, but not because you guys are in love with it.
Because we enjoy movies.
We did enjoy.
We
the movie,
enjoy
yes.
horror movies and film.
First of all, it wasn't
You
even
pretentious
a horror movie. It
art
was not
film
even
student.
a horror movie.
It was on Shudder. It's a listener horror and suspense.
Oh my
That's perfectly
God.
valid.
What? It's not a horror
What?
movie.
Wait,
do you
how
call
would it
this?
not be a horror movie?
It's more like
It's
more
a
like
Christmas film.
It's
a
more like
Christmas-
it's more like a comedy thriller.
Where?
Sure.
There's like very few jokes in this. It's a dark comedy, I would argue, but
Yeah,
I
sure,
wouldn't say-
it's a very dark comedy, yeah.
And when
But
we say
it's-
dark, the horror elements.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you scared throughout it?
No,
He's a
because I'm an
12-year-old
adult.
kid. Yeah,
and
there
I
you
know
go.
what a movie is.
It's not a horror movie. Anyways,
All right.
shocked. Dog.
So
Yeah,
it bothers you. Go on.
Continue.
the gore.
What about the gore?
It was weak.
I mean, it's not a horror movie, so why would it be gory?
Oh, all of a sudden it's not a horror movie, huh?
No, I'm using
So
your.
they
original
I
had,
just
they had,
love
you can
gore.
tell- you can tell that this movie had a decent budget. Sure, you can tell it had a decent budget, right?
Okay.
Not like that last piece of crap that we watched. This one actually had a budget, and the certain gore scenes in the movie, it's like, okay, cool, that pencil in the cheek, that was cool, very practical stuff like that. The one that bugged me the most was the paint bucket scene when he throws like Home Alone style, throws it over the staircase,
Yeah.
and it like technically smashes his skull.
That shit was
in.
horrible.
Oh my god,
that
it was
Are
okay.
you like, oh no, they didn't show it, so it's not good?
No,
It's
it-
That's
the
what you're making it
implication-
sound
it's
like.
the
Oh,
implication
sure.
of his head getting smashed.
all of a sudden
You can
man.
use-
it was
can
very.
use bad-
I thought you would like it because it was kind of artsy the
It
way the
was-
blood and the paint goes down
Yeah,
together.
I know, but it's like I hate it how like they try to hide it. It's like it's
Okay,
like
would you
they're
have
trying
rather?
To,
Would you
they're
have
trying
rather
to push
had
the shock
a practical
factor.
effect
Yes.
that looked bad.
Yes.
As opposed to
It's
you
already a
using your
bad movie.
brain and
Might as
using
well
your
go for bad
It's
imagination.
not a
effects,
bad
bro.
movie.
It's not a
Might
bad
as
movie.
well
It's not
go
a
for
bad
bad
movie.
effects, man.
You know what? I think you know what? I'm down to film the other episode after this. I'm down. I don't care about the set. We'll leave it up.
Oh, you don't want to film the next episode.
No, we're gonna film the next
I-
episode.
That last
Serious.
movie that we saw.
We're gonna film the next
Oh,
episode.
God. Damn it.
I don't think we
Jesus,
watched
I'm
the
gonna
same
walk out on
movie,
that one.
dude.
I'm gonna walk out in that.
Okay,
in the
so-
middle of it.
Anyway,
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
I hate
Progress the episode. Progress the episode.
I thought
So,
you would like this. I was all super excited for you to
It's
watch
It was
subverts
decent. No, it was
expectations.
decent. It's not the
it wa-
worst movie I've seen. Cause trust me, the last one that I saw could
We're
get
gonna
me
talk
up there.
about that. We're gonna talk about
No, this one was pretty decent. It made me laugh. I'm like, okay, those are
Mommy,
creative
Daddy?
shots. But yeah, sure, yeah. When they
Let's-
try to hide that, no, because it's a rated R movie, right? They try to like do the shock factor by cussing as much as they can. Fine, it's a
that.
rated R
No,
movie.
that not even as much as they can.
It's-
It was very realistic how much they cussed, especially for the age group.
Everything was tasteful.
But it wasn't like they were like, oh, we're just gonna keep throwing it in there. This is an MTV movie.
No. It felt sometimes as they were like kind of like throwing it in there a little bit too much, because it's like there's times where it's like you would expect them to say it, and there's times where they just say it to just say it.
Have
You
you
know
ever
what I
met
mean?
a 13-year-old?
Yeah,
That's what I was
know.
gonna say.
No, yeah, I know, but it's like in the scenario where they,
We say
killed-
30. It's like 12 and a half. He's like super young.
I know. But what I'm trying to say is like when
We're rounding
the
up on his
bucket
behalf.
came around, yeah, sure, they hit it, all that. It was cool how like it dripped down. I got the idea, right? Fine, whatever. But it makes me think, I'm like, okay, well, I guess they didn't have the budget for a practical head, whatever. But then when there's a scene where like the camera's going through the window and you see his body still there, like you just see like his body blurred out with his face like this, and I'm like, okay, man. And then when the camera goes in front of his body, you're like, okay, you're gonna see his face. No, the bucket is hanging in front of his face. I'm like, of course it's covering his face. Like they're not gonna show, and whatever, man.
Let me ask a question. Do you think a high budget equals a good film?
No, man.
Because
Not at all.
you seem to be like, oh, they needed a better budget. They needed more stuff for the film.
No. They
to
didn't
work
need
for
a
you?
bigger budget. They had the budget.
So you're saying the
They
script?
had the budget. They had the practical effects. Might as well just use it for that one scene. You know what I mean? Look what you can do
want
in
to take
a
a guess onto how much budget this movie had?
Oh, please tell me how much.
No, take a guess. I want to know your guess. You too, cousin.
Well, judging that they spend
I'm not
like
good at that.
50% of the budget on the actors themselves, I would say about like 5 million, maybe 7 million.
5 million, 7 million. You want to take a
Yeah.
guess?
1 million.
We'll
Just
meet you in the middle. 3 million US dollars.
That's about right. About 2 million went to the actors, give or take.
I don't know. When I watched this movie, I thought the acting was good. I thought the story was cool. I thought the deaths were unique, considering that they had all these. They had guns and they could have just blown people's
There
heads
was
off.
one death that was unique.
The Home Alone death was unique, and the hanging was unique.
The Home Alone death
Both
would
of
have been
those are
unique
unique.
if they would have showed a little bit more. Sure, and it was unique. It was unique.
It was unique.
I was a little,
What are you on about?
I was a little disappointed on it.
He's just,
Okay.
But
he's
I
just
was
being a
disappointed.
Grinch.
Yeah, I was like, I get if you wanted more.
Oh.
I get if you wanted more gore, because I'm always for more gore in most movies. But
Yeah, it might as
it
well.
was-
It's already rated R, you know.
but watching that was like,
Hey, yo, I think this
damn.
hat has lice, man. I'm starting to.
Oh yeah, I got these with what was it called? The white powder?
Just because you were like the movie.
Anthrax. That's what it is.
I'm trying not to move too much. No, that it was Ricky who died.
Ricky.
Ricky who died by the paint can, right?
But, yeah.
Ricky died from the paint.
Yeah,
can.
he was literally like the nicest person who died like the shittiest, second shittiest death in the movie. It was a
sure.
turning point in the movie
Sure, yeah, and I was like, okay.
because at this point there's no going back. At this point, he's literally taking a life.
I know, yeah, fine. It was a creative death, but the whole time I was like, when that happened, I was like, oh my god, like that sounded awful. Show the face, show the face, show the face. You
It
know.
would have just been a paint can though. That's what it would have
No.
been.
Look, it would have been better if they would have shown like a busted-in face with like a paint can just rolling by. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just something like that.
You
It's
wanted more from
fine.
it. I get if you
It's
wanted more
fine.
from it,
I
but it's not.
get it.
It's not bad.
It's this.
It's a
this,
Christmas movie on Shudder.
this
Why am I
TikTok
complaining?
generation.
You know what I mean?
This TikTok brain. He's like, oh, I need to see more. If I don't see it, it's not real. I can't use my imagination anymore. Is this what it
Let's
is?
just wait till we review the movie a piece of shit that you chose last week, man. That was
All right.
Oh
So,
my
what do I
God.
like about the movie? I like the acting. I like the story. I like the deaths. I thought they're all unique, and I like the villain. Early in the movie, for me being a guy and being young at one point, I can relate to him being like, oh, I got a crush on a girl that's way older than me or out of my league.
And I want to abuse her.
No, and I want to, try to approach her, but like I don't know how to go about it. So he's over there googling how to woo a
finesse the
girl.
ladies,
That's
Let's
fine.
watch a horror
that's
movie.
Fine. I was into that. I was like, okay, that's
so
cool.
then we have a relatable character
Sure.
that turns out to be the biggest piece of shit, and the acting
Not
on the
relatable anymore.
unlikable immediately, but the actor did a great job of conveying that. Luke's actor, freaking.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, the kid's acting was good.
And you didn't like Ashley's acting
Mm-mm.
from the moment where she like tears him a new one with her words, where she's like, "What are you, an infant?" Like that was like one of the best parts of the movie, just her ripping into him.
I guess. Well, judging from the last movie that I saw her in, which was The Visit, I guess
She was a child. Yeah,
I think
not
you need
that
to
far
learn.
off, so
I
it's
think you
like,
need to
I
learn to
guess-
be subjective. Because you're basing a lot of their performances off the last thing you've seen them in.
I think you need to learn how to choose better movies, man.
I chose
his
this.
choice. and
I agree with it.
That's true.
Completely.
First
And
of
we
all-
did, and we did choose. We're like, okay, which one should we watch? And we just
I said Krampus or
I
this?
told you I was like, I think you'll enjoy Krampus more. This is a fun watch.
You were right. You were 100% right.
Yeah.
For the first time in your life, you were right about that one.
Okay, so let me go through.
All right,
Leo's-
we're gonna watch Krampus.
Let me go through Leo's picks.
We got
for
3
the
minutes
movies.
before we gotta press pause.
He was like, "Oh, let's just watch movies like The Shining or Hereditary or you're like
Movies that he
critically-
didn't like.
critically acclaimed horror movies. You're gonna be like, oh, that's a good movie, but anything that goes against that, you're like, oh no, these are bad. These are bad because I've never heard of these.
Oh, for
These
fuck's
are bad
sake.
because I don't recognize the actors. They're B-list.
Oh,
They
it's,
have
it's,
low
it's
budget.
actually it's actually he's rating them lower because he recognizes the actors. So that's kind of the problem.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a.
It's not B-list.
Hypocritical
I
statement,
recognize
but-
every single one of those actors besides the mom. I'm like, yeah, I know where he's been. Oh yeah, I know.
You know what?
Been.
You know what?
They were all great actors.
Hey,
Whatever.
we're gonna wrap up this episode in a little bit. We're gonna take a quick break because I gotta cool down because you're starting. You're making this a very not a very Merry Christmas here. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
All right. So we're back. Hope you guys like my decorations. Yo, look how nice.
Look how nice.
Que bonito. See,
Pretty
look at my
nice.
ornaments.
Honestly, before we came in, Bobby was a little disappointed because like, you guys should have to let me know.
Yeah,
when you got here.
because he called me. He's like, I'm gonna decorate, and I was like, hey, do you want to film our reaction when we come in? He was like, oh, I'm kind of on the fence about it. And then we get here, and you open the door, and then I was like, I thought he was gonna be in here already, but I was like, oh, well, he didn't really say you were gonna record our reaction.
Yeah.
And
I was-
then we call you like, hey, we're here. Like, what the hell?
I was playing
Like,
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I had the best
Winterfest,
reaction. I was like,
hey,
I
it's
was
still
like,
on
what?
My brother got me Rick Grimes skin.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was wearing a winter outfit walking through the snow. I was like, oh my god, that was so much fun.
You hear shooting off in the distance, you're like, walkers.
Should have given you daily gifts.
Pop action
Anyway,
shotgun and pistol.
Back to the conversation at hand. So we talked about what we liked, what we didn't like. We talked about
I thought it was a really great movie, man. I thought it was a really good movie.
yeah. After we beat you off camera.
I thought it's a good movie.
All right, well, there's not much else to go over because I've already said what I like about the movie. I hope you checked it out.
Real quick,
because if
you
you're
wanna
going
talk
off this
about-
guy's opinion, you're gonna think it's a shit movie, and I don't think that's a fair.
Do you want to talk
assessment.
about the deaths one by one real quick?
Let's do that. Yeah, let's talk about this one.
There's only 3 deaths in the movie.
3.5,
3.5, not counting the hamster.
not counting the hamster.
So right off the bat, we get the first opening kill, or the first not. Well, there's no opening kills. That's what makes the
No,
movie.
it's no opening
The movie's
kill.
so good at just making you like root for the character, and then immediately make you hate him. I love
Yeah.
that so much.
Sure, I
that-
can go with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great twist villain.
yeah,
Like you
Yeah.
don't expect a kid.
I didn't expect the twist. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
And it's funny because if you, this is my second and third time rewatching it, and you could see the subtle hints as to what he's doing.
I want to fix your hat a little bit.
Thanks for the heads up. Now,
Still, you got like,
in
you got like a
the
little Rudolph
there's
nose
a
sticking out.
there's a picture
Just
of
leave it. It's fine.
there's a picture of him wearing the ski mask. That's the one she recognizes when his best friend is
okay.
wearing it.
No. She doesn't recognize him because of that.
Yes, she does.
Yes,
no,
yes.
No, she recognized him because like he scratches his back.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah,
was
he had
looking
an
for the
itchy-
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
then
she's like,
looks
that's
at
your
him.
ski mask.
Yeah,
She
she
says
sees
Oh,
his
that.
okay.
mask.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then
Because anyone can have an itchy neck.
there was
But there's a mask that you recognize.
There
That's
was-
what I was like. She recognized him because it's his back. Go ahead.
he's the one who threw the phone into the water, and the phone still worked because he wrapped it in saran wrap. I don't know if you saw that.
Which was a great physical comedy scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that was,
he's like-
that was pretty funny.
It's like, call the cops, and he's like,
My
Yeah.
favorite
just
joke
lands in the water.
made by like a YouTube channel was Dead Meat's kill count of this, where he's like, "Oh, you sloppy bitch,"
oh, he was drunk, right? So-
because he was drinking
yeah.
champagne.
I know, yeah.
But Luke, you sloppy bitch. That's what he said. So, and then you see the guy in the window, who he points out. He said there's someone in the window, and afterwards you're like, who was that second person? And then they pull in a clown puppet from outside, so they planted
Right,
that there.
silhouette.
So like
yeah.
they very much thought everything through, or at least they try to make it believable.
Hold up.
What's up?
I have a question.
What's up?
I don't know if they answered in the movie.
They probably did.
Who's the mystery pizza guy?
Someone just ordered a pizza. I'm pretty sure it was probably what's his name.
It was his friend who ordered the pizza, so they could be like, oh, like, who ordered this pizza? It was literally just that. So that
They were
way
trying to freak her out before.
I know, but that guy was oddly ominous.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a pizza driver? They're weird, man.
It just so happens.
I'm also
Fine, that's
conscious,
fine.
but-
I'm thinking, I'm thinking too much on it. I'm like, that's funny how like they thought that this pizza guy's gonna be weird looking too. Like he was tall and like you know what I mean. Like he was.
Oh, that's the thing that's fun to note. Cousin kept. I didn't even notice it. Cousin was like,
Is
"Oh,
everybody in Australia like 7 feet tall or what?
I knew the movie was recorded in Australia, so I made that joke like, oh, maybe all the doorknobs are freaking high up."
Yeah, and I was like, is that a thing in
Doorknob is
Australia?
5.5
Like, I don't
feet
know.
tall.
Yeah, every doorknob was at their head. I don't know why. I was like, are they just super short? Are they
They're
just
like they
filming
go
from...
and open a door like this. And
Yeah,
like,
they
I
all
was
open a door
I was
like this.
What?
I mean, it'd be great if you have like a kid or something, and you don't want them like roaming the house. You're like, hey, they can't reach this.
Shit, we
That's
should
a-
we
that's
should
a
have
dad
just
thing.
noticed that in Don't Talk to Me. No,
Talk to
Talk
Me.
to Me. Because
I think they had normal doorknobs.
normal doorknobs.
I think so.
See, I thought we were gonna come to the consensus at the end of this that man, Aussies have been kind of killing it with their horror movies.
But Leo, if it doesn't
It's
have
just
a name recognition, he doesn't like it.
Nah, it's a one
Oh, no.
out of one. Yeah.
Because Talk to Me, like after I let it sit and brew, I'm just like, God. I remember I was like, I want to rate it higher, but I don't know why I want to rate it higher.
And then you thought about it.
no, more time went on. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that shit was good.
It was good. It was great. It was great. Raven, what do you
This
think
was
about Talk to
good.
Me?
They're talking about this right now. I already gave my rating.
Yeah.
So the
Good
first
job,
step
Raka.
was the boyfriend Ricky, who got called by Luke on purpose.
Sure.
Text.
He
Yeah.
wanted him there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
So
trap.
he gets him. He stabs him in the mouth
Cheek.
with a pencil,
Great,
they
great
tie him up.
effects. Great practical.
and they Home Alone him.
Home
Because
Alone,
earlier in the
yeah.
movie they were talking about like, oh, like, well,
Would that actually?
wouldn't it kill them, or would it knock them back like it does in the movie?
Yeah.
And you learn pretty harshly that it would
It would
definitely
like
kill them.
bash his brains in.
At that point, there's no turning back. Second kill is going to be
The second
the
boyfriend.
second boyfriend.
That one was a unique
Jeremy.
kill. I like that kill. I was like, okay, because at first I was like,
I thought, yeah, that was good.
when he choked him, and I was like, okay, no, you better not like try to like
It's not
hang
even
him
that.
with his straight.
It's-
Because I was like, he's not
It's
strong
not even
enough.
that. The fact that he invited him over because he was the creepy ex,
Sure.
and he's like, hey, she wants to talk to you, but she wants a written apology. So he just writes, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, is that all you're gonna
That's
write?
funny. That's
And he
yeah.
wrote, okay. And then he wrote, I'm sorry. Forgive me for everything I've done. And he signs it. That's basically a confession.
And that's
he
a
sneaks
death
up
note.
behind
That's
him.
a suicide note too.
Yeah, he sneaks up behind him, nooses him up, and he drives like a lawnmower.
Good description. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very nicely
So
imagining
he
it.
Yeah.
he chokes him out with that, and he leaves him hanging.
Great
as a
actor, by the
suicide
way. He I felt his death. You know, like
note. No, they actually killed him on screen for that.
oh, no wonder no wonder he got
Yeah.
recast.
No, the music in that scene, there was like a
Oh,
horror,
the Joy to
horror
the War.
version.
No,
No,
Jingle Bells. It was a Christmas music.
it's just like a horror version of the Christmas song.
If you recognize what the song was, throw it out in the comments because we can't really think of it at the moment, and we're
And
trying
then-
to
And then the
get through
slow
the kills right now.
the slow descent from the lawnmower slowly pulling him up, and then it's starting to snow as he's getting strangled.
That one was cool. I gotta. Agree.
all of
that
it was
one
great,
cool.
and I'm pretty sure that was all indoors, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
no,
shot
the whole
indoors.
set, was indoors,
Yeah.
which is freaking awesome.
Third kill.
Third kill is going to go to Gregory.
His friend.
Was his name Gregory?
Dun, 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 I don't remember.
Because I remember that when they first say his name, I thought they were calling him Carrot.
Garrett. It's
Garrett.
Garrett.
Carrot.
I was like,
Carrot.
Yeah, I legitimately I thought they were calling him Carrot. I was like, oh, is that like his nickname? But no, his name was Garrett.
that was ruthless, and I love.
He was talking to the babysitter Ashley, and he's kind of like, hey, things are going like way too far. She's like, hey, it's not too late. You can turn this around. You just gotta help me. So he starts helping her. He's like, hey, I'm sorry about all this. Gives her a little kiss on the cheek, and Luke wasn't having that. He's a very jealous little boy. So
Little
he
boy, why?
shoots him off screen with a shotgun. And what did you think of that kill, Leo? What did you think of the final words?
That was pretty funny. Oh, that was stupid.
You
The
think-
final words?
Yeah. Do you
You
think
did-
those are believable? Do you think it was dumb?
It was kind of dumb. Because who in their right will says mom?
A 12-year-old.
A
No
12-year-old.
one says
A
mommy
12-year-old
anymore.
got shot.
No one. That's just a stereotype. No one says mommy.
My wife literally said, "Bobby, when I die, I'm probably
She
gonna end up
said
crying
Bobby, not
cry-
mommy.
crying out for my mother."
Okay,
when
yeah,
I, when I, my
mom
final
or mom.
words.
My wife calls her mom Mama.
He's I want my mom. He didn't even say mommy. He just
He
I
said,
want my mom. And then he gets shot.
Yeah, I guess. Fine.
That was
Fine.
ruthless.
Let's just say he's gonna say I want my mom.
No,
That's
okay,
it.
so hold on.
That's it.
No, think about it this way. Every single character had a thought out murder, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
This was the only one that was spontaneous and on the spot, and it was supposed to be his closest friend.
Right. This was.
He literally blasted him. The kill itself was like a statement as to this character, Luke's, the villain's mindset. Like he cared maniacally to plan every little detail for every single kill in the movie. He's
That's
spontaneously
smart.
killing
That's
someone,
smart, yeah.
and it's emphasizing, holy shit, he does not give a
He's
shit
off the
about
deep
him.
end.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about his friend at all.
No.
Like, oh my god, he blasts him.
Just complete psychopath for a 12-and-a-half-year-old. And then I do want to bring up
Satisfying.
this last thing.
I
What
like
did
the
you
movie.
think of the twist ending? Like the twist ending?
I'm trying not to move too much, guys.
Where-
I liked it because I was
What
like,
do you
I didn't
talk
want
about when I
Luke-
say twist ending?
I didn't want Luke to win because I was like, come on, this
Yeah, it's like, fuck
this,
this little kid.
this 12-year-old kid
Okay, I
just
think I know
literally
what
got
you're
away.
talking about.
Try not
But
to
what,
move.
what I was talking about was when she's laying there, she's tied up completely. He just killed his friend, and he goes and he lays down next to her, and she says, "You were never gonna let me go, were you?" And he goes, "Bingo." Like, I was never gonna let you go. That was never part of his plan.
Did you like that, Leo?
His plan was to always kill her, her boyfriend,
Yeah.
and frame it on the ex.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of expected it. I was like, yeah, I know he wasn't gonna let her go. Like, after I
After
believe.
what point? The paint
Oh,
can one?
after he tied her up, I was like, yeah, he's not gonna let her go that easily. Like, he's not gonna let this slide. Like at that.
You didn't for a second think like, oh, like maybe it's like a kid, and he's like, oh, like, well, I don't want her to. I
No,
don't wanna get in
because
trouble.
no, because in
Like,
the very
this is
beginning,
what I'm
like he was
thinking I
just
can only do.
no, because in the very beginning, that's when he was being like really creepy and.
See, I thought it was gonna go off the deep end. He had roofies. He had. I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna go too far, and it didn't. And that's also why I like this movie a
that's
lot.
fine. It didn't go that far, and I
But
that's
that's
fine,
the
you know?
alternative.
But like what I'm saying, it's like once he was doing all that in the beginning, I'm like, okay, he's not gonna let her go. There's once he lets her go, like that's we know what I mean. Like that, there's no way he's gonna let her go. So the whole point of him like not letting her go the whole time, that was his whole plan. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So then the final twist in the movie, where he
so he
stabs her
stabs
He
her
in the
the
throat,
neck.
right?
And the neck,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
He makes a hasty getaway. He puts a pencil. There was a thing about it earlier where he puts a pencil on his lock. He has to leave the pencil there, so they think he slept through the whole incident.
Can I say something real quick? So
Bah.
the mom in the beginning says that he sleepwalks a lot,
yeah,
right?
he did that on purpose.
So
faked
He
it.
set that up.
He faked it.
Right, I know. That's what I'm saying. But like, how many times has he done this when he blames it on sleepwalking?
He used to do it as a kid, and then she says at the beginning of the movie, oh, he recently started doing it again. And he did that again to get his friend out of trouble.
Right, because I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, yeah, because the pencil would make sense, you know, because it's like the mom did say that he was sleepwalking, and they put the pencil there for a reason, so they know when he sleepwalks. So it's like, why would they put a pencil there if he sleepwalks to know that he leaves his room? So it's like it makes you wonder. I was like, does the mom know more than us? You know what I mean?
No, I think it's just kind of like
She seems like an overbearing, protective mother that also stopped, like, having as much as a relationship with her son. Probably because she probably can't stand her husband.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's pretty
She
obvious.
overly coddled him as a child, so that's how he kind of got that like I need everything to go my way personality.
That's why the minute he
Makes
stops
sense.
getting interested in keeping Ashley around is the moment she shuts down and stops giving him what he wants, which is attention. She says, "I know why your mom stopped hugging you or stop sleeping with you,"
Dang.
and she closes her eyes and she refuses to do
And she
anything else.
ignores him.
And it's hilarious. And that's when he decides to kill her, and he gets his little rocks off by stabbing her.
Yeah,
And then the best part of the end of the movie is that she survives
by making a duct tape tourniquet.
because he's like, duct tape, you can use it for anything.
Yep, 101 uses. for
Nice
duct
little
tape.
Evil Dead right there, right? A little reference right there.
All right, drink.
Yay! So then Yeah, she survives, and then we end the movie with a nice middle finger, a nice bird, and that was just the funniest thing. And they hint at a sequel, which I kind of love the idea of it, but obviously it's been way too long before they could even. He would be way older.
They like the
unless
movie
he gets
came
off with
out,
it, you know, like gets away with it.
Like 7 years later, they were like, it took us a while to get to the hospital, but I'm after actually again.
His fully grown beard.
Yeah,
Because this was before COVID, so this is like
it's 2016.
2016. So yeah, 2 years before.
4 years before COVID.
4 years? No, it's 2018,
2020.
right? 2020.
4 years before COVID, yeah.
When did
Wow.
lockdown happen?
2020.
Why do I feel like it was not?
Because time isn't real anymore.
Because technically,
No,
the outbreak started 2019 in December, but
I thought it was March of 2018.
2020
Because
was,
I was supposed to get married. I put my deposit down in February,
of
and then 2018,
okay,
and then March is when the lockdown happened, and then all the
March of
issues I had.
2020.
March of 2020.
Fuck, I'm probably wrong. You guys have seen my memory.
You are wrong.
Yeah, you are wrong.
You
Just like
are
he's
wrong.
wrong about this movie.
Wait, what year is it? Fuck,
2023.
So yeah, you're probably right. It's 2020.
Christmas
man.
2023. All right,
I'm a
quick
baby,
before let's
I'll
wrap it
sleep.
up. Let's
Oh,
give your
yeah.
ratings right there. Julio, go ahead and start us off.
I'll give it a 5 out of 10, man. It's pretty in the middle. You can't be mad. You can't be mad at me.
We can't be mad at you.
You,
We're not
can't-
mad at
you
you.
cannot be mad at me.
I
It's
try not to move too much.
from all the shit that I said about this movie.
gonna have to duct
like a
tape you that
5 out of
chair.
10
I'm about to fucking
is pretty
beat
decent.
the shit
man.
out of this fucking microphone. all right.
Best 6 out of 10 because
That's
I
fine.
laughed a couple times.
That's fine. I will allow you to have your opinion. Cousin, what do you rate this movie?
I give it about a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Very,
I respect
very,
that. I
very good
respect
submissive.
that.
I understand
Yeah.
it, but
That's
I
fine.
Subverts your expectations. It's a movie you can go into blind and really enjoy. If you know what the twist is, I don't really see it.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't really see you giving this a rewatch if you've already seen it more than once.
I can tell you I'm not gonna rewatch it.
I give this movie like probably like an 8. I think it's solid 8.
Solid 8.
God.
I was thinking 8.5. I lowered it right now because I was just like,
Like
all
I
right, can get
respect,
this is
I
a rewatch
respect
part.
Raymond's decision. I'm like, okay, yeah, a 7. Yeah, that's pretty. Like that's a little too generous. But yeah, fine, whatever. A 7's fine. For me,
a 5 is like barely sufficient. That's like
5 is like it's like half. I
Do you-
I hate it half. I enjoy the other half.
Do you
So
count it
50-50,
as 5?
You know what I mean?
Do you count it as 5 because you don't consider it a horror movie, or do you count it as 5 because you just didn't enjoy the movie
I
overall?
just didn't like the movie.
I
Overall.
gave like 7, like 3 6s the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, you're gonna give more 6s in the next coming movies too.
I
So just,
doubt
you
it.
know.
But we'll get into that later. All right, that's what we were. 5, 7.5.
Raymond, what did you give The Shining?
I don't remember. I know it was a slow burn,
I think I gave it a
but
7.
you like it because of its critically acclaimed.
The way
And-
way.
I like to let other people make up my mind too, so don't worry about it.
God,
So maybe we'll do Krampus because maybe that'll be a more fun video, but we'll find out.
I hope so, man.
We're not friends after this video.
I hope so.
I mean, the channel's called Midnight Mayhem. We need to not be such an echo chamber, so it just works out.
Just works out
Yeah,
fine.
2 of us
Yeah.
are in echo chambers. That's great.
Yeah, for the first time
I
ever,
rated it
right?
higher, and I feel like I can make more points.
It's fine.
All right?
You're not gonna
Yeah.
change his mind.
No, I'm not planning
There's
to.
no way I'm gonna change my mind.
All right. Then
All right.
like, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate it. Hopefully this isn't a jumble mess.
Yeah, and then don't forget to follow us on our Twitter as well as our Instagram, both at Midnight Mayhem Podcast. We'll go ahead and have the links down below.
Merry
And
Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
And then hopefully freaking you enjoy your time. Bye!
Bye.